A couple weeks ago, I made a video saying that I'll be attending this nuclear physics winter school program called the TMD Winter School. And you may wonder, what would someone bring to a nuclear physics winter school program? Maybe textbooks, notebooks, various important papers? Yeah, maybe. And then there's me. What I'm bringing is a USB mic, a webcam, a drone controller, a drone, another mic, a small tripod. On top of the tripod and camera and microphone I'm currently carrying, another camera, a dead cat, it's literally the industry name for it, don't blame me, a dummy battery, a lapel mic, and of course, the big tripod. Why am I doing this? Because on top of attending the nuclear physics winter school program, I'm also responsible for recording the lectures, and I'm terrified of forgetting something, so I'm bringing my entire arsenal. But yeah, now it's about time to start making our way to Santa Fe. I'd like to take the time to formally apologize now for not showing you the cat first. I know this is literally the only reason people watch my videos. Okay, I am here in the hotel now. This place is actually really big for some nuclear physics students. I guess I can thank COVID for that though, because I think the plan was to put us like 2 people per room. But yeah, you can't really do that now, so we just get these rooms to ourselves. Ugh. Now that we're here, it's about 5 p.m. The school doesn't officially like start until tomorrow, but I still have to go set up the camera stuff and mics so that the speakers have what they need. So I'm gonna go do that and maybe find something to eat. It is officially the first day of the conference. It's about 7 a.m. People are probably downstairs getting breakfast and stuff. I'm gonna take a quick look at the schedule and then go downstairs to make sure all of the tech stuff that could go wrong won't go wrong. Except for the thing that's probably gonna go wrong, because let's face it, something always goes wrong. So it looks like we're gonna have an intro to QCD, a couple of lectures on that, and then an actual intro on TMD physics, as well as TMDs and semi-inclusive deep inelastic scattering. What I am infinitely more concerned with today is the fact that I have to give a talk tomorrow, which means I have to make a talk for tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I have like versions of the talk, just not quite at the 15 minutes that the talk is gonna have to be. So I have to do some tinkering tonight, but I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's see what everyone's up to. There he is. Good morning. I think we're all set up for the talks. So we've got my video camera being used as the webcam, tripod. Got a little, where's the lapel? Got a lapel mic for the speakers, using my laptop. I think everything should work now. So I had a question about like the very beginning when you were talking about how you could simultaneously diagonalize 2 of the generators in SU3. My question was, can you prove that without picking a specific representation first?
Yes, we can discuss in detail how to prove it. There are 2 for SU3.
Okay, that is 2 QCD lectures down, and it's not even 1 p.m. yet. I've been kind of giving myself the task that I usually give of making sure I ask a question for each lecture. And yeah, when it's at the level of QCD, it's definitely a little bit more challenging, but so far so good. 2 lectures down. I've been making videos for 5 years and I'm still horribly uncomfortable with breaking out the camera in front of other people. So I should stop stalling and go to lunch now, full of all of these physicists with my little camera, and pretend not to be awkward. Okay, 2 lectures on QCD, 1 lecture on TMDs, and 1 lecture on experimental physics involving TMDs later. And we are done for the... No, I still have to prepare my talk, never mind. Okay, day 2 of the school. I'm pretty much all done with my talk. I might rehearse it one time with a friend from NMSU. It's about 7 a.m. right now. About to go downstairs with my advisor, have some breakfast, and I actually have no idea what the first talk of the day is gonna be. But you'll find out with me.
talk about unprized observables, observable with prolongation, talk about symmetry. So after the first two lectures, this one, so I'm going to give you today an introduction to transverse momentum dependent parton distributions. The motivation is that we're going to be peeling the onion. Okay, and this you'll see that this analogy, there's some fruit to it, because when you peel an onion, you might start crying because and that may happen with TMDs because they're not the most simple thing. So we're going to take it stage by stage and unravel the dynamics of TMDs. That's sort of the goal of today's lecture.
So I just met a student at the TMD school who was familiar with some of my videos, like the Tensor Calc series, which is pretty cool. Plot twist, though, attending this school, asking good questions, the guy's in undergrad. Nothing like that to remind you that there's a lot of people in this world that are way smarter than me. But I've got about like an hour or so before I'm scheduled to give my talk on the D term. So I'm just going to do some revision to try to make sure I have the pace down. If you're wondering, how do I not have the talk down when I'm about to give it in an hour? I signed up to give it a couple days ago, so not too much notice. But it's basically a talk I've given a few times before, so I'm not too worried about it. Got enough time to practice, though, and then probably the most stressful part of the TMD school will be out of the way. You know what, I take that back. My mom's not going to like that comment. I don't have to give a talk. I get to give a talk. There you go, Mom. I beat you to it. All of that stuff being said, though, I definitely don't feel as prepared as I would like to be. But too bad, because it's time. Osama and I are just killing some time before we have to give our talks. And therefore, you can't necessarily expect that just because it looks and sounds like a tadpole, that its contributions will be removed by a tadpole counterterm. The usual prescription of sweeping tadpoles under the rug, we've got to be a little bit more careful with that. I learned that the hard way.
I'm so tired.
I think for a talk given at like 8:30 p.m. it went pretty well. Right now it is almost 11 p.m. I am freaking exhausted. I think I'm gonna have to take a vlog day off tomorrow. Something's gotta give. This is day like 6 or 20 of the TMD school. I'm not too sure at this point. Uh-oh. More on that later. But on the agenda for today, we've got a lot of TMD stuff. Soft collinear effective theory and TMD evolution. I'm uncomfortable with TMDs. I'm even less comfortable with soft collinear effective theory. TMDs at small x, TMDs in jets, and TMDs in dense matter. For whatever reason, I haven't been sleeping too well since I've been here, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna wake up to go to the gym. So instead, I think I'm just gonna use the lunch break today to get the gym knocked out. So I'm gonna show up to class in gym clothes. Hope that's okay. And the cat is gonna be staring at birds. It's gonna be a good day. Bye.
Bye.
I realized part of the reason I felt so uncomfortable filming people here is because I hadn't taken the time to really get to know people yet. And over the weekend, I've been talking to people more and I feel a lot more comfortable.
And that term, multipole expansion, makes a lot more sense in NRQCD because you're actually legitimately doing a multipole expansion as we would have learned in E&M. It was invented and applied to NRQCD by Grenstein and Rothstein. And it's probably the most overused word in effective field theory literature, and no one ever cites this paper. It's kind of sad. If everybody actually cited that paper whenever they use the term multipole expansion for effective field theories, that paper would have so many more citations than it does.
So we're getting a little bit of a break for lunch. So far, my favorite part of this whole TMD school has been that it's been giving me ideas for my own research, which I didn't really expect. But instead of going to lunch, I'm gonna go try and squeeze in a quick gym session. One pretty big takeaway I've gotten from these in-person conferences is most of my learning, most of the things that I'm getting out of it isn't from the lectures. The lectures are great, don't get me wrong, but it's really like running into someone at the water fountain, sparking a conversation, and then getting an idea for my own research from it. That's been so cool to see. So when things go back to normal from COVID, I mean, we've gotten pretty good at doing this virtual thing, and it could be tempting to just stay online if you can do it online. go in person when things are back to normal. It's been super valuable. By the way, I can do handstands. Okay, not well. I have a chronic lower back pain, so I just try to make like the core workouts as fun as possible. Let's see how close I can get to the one-armed handstand. Not even close. But yeah, my research advisor was actually the one who pointed out the importance of water cooler conversations, and I was like, yeah, right, okay. But he was right. He was so right. Time to go see what Kelly's up to, though. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my god, that's so perfect. Thank you for the B-roll. Yeah, you pretty girl. Kelly's got some research meetings, or else I think she would attend this next talk that's on jets, because, well, she researches galaxy evolutions, and active galactic nuclei sometimes have jets coming out of both sides. So I guess she was interested to see if there's parallels between like hadronic physics and that.
When we smash these hadrons at high colliders, a quark or a gluon is ejected. That energetic particle wants to leave the interaction. And as it leaves, because of confinement, it doesn't appear as a quark or a gluon, it appears as a trail of hadrons.
So that wraps up the regular lectures for the day. We still have student lectures at like 8 p.m. So I think me and some of the organizers are gonna go grab a bite to eat before we have to head back. And that's probably gonna be a wrap. Oh, you have a good day?
Mm-hmm. Got lots of work done. Thank you. What did you do?
Sorry, that never happens. Been a while since I've made these kinds of videos, so I'm a bit rusty, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. And a huge thanks to the TMD school for actually letting me share this stuff with you, because I hope budding nuclear physicists out there might find this useful and at least enjoyable. Let me know in the comment section if you did, and I'll see you guys there.